if you can see, I don't know. I think the quality of the stream is low because it's only audio, so it might be a low quality thing. Maybe I can change the thumbnail after the fact. That's probably what I need to do. Yeah. So that's what we got to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Copy video URL. I'm gonna post it in the Discord, so that way people in Discord can see it. And then I'm gonna post it in like the Dick Show meme farming and shit posting because this is the memes right here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if you look at the link in the profile description, basically what I said, like what I said before when we had Jan Ronkowski. You're looking in the Discord right now, right? So yeah, boom, look at that. I called it. You see that Twitter? You see that Twitter status? Yo, you click on that right there. Oh wait, no, it's gone. Okay. Well, it was basically a girl tweeting at Shad Man, some like a I don't know hentai artist or whatever, saying, "Aren't you too old to be playing with dolls?" And then she's posting pictures of herself pretending to be a sex doll, but it's actually her, which is what I called. I said that like they were gonna try to subvert the waifu bots by pretending to be them, and it's already happening. See, so you thought I was just memeing, and I was, but it actually happened. So there, yeah. So we got that going on, and then what else did we have going on? We got this new segment, the YouTube home runs. Whenever like someone does a very good job on YouTube, and I'd say that the one most recent, probably 2 weeks ago, was that teacher who was threatening their students. Right, he was saying like, "Yo, if you retweet PewDiePie, you're a bad guy. You're not good," and I think that that's a genius move on his part because he was very anti PewDiePie. He was very like getting his information from the Wall Street Journal, talking about how anybody who's not the Wall Street Journal is fake news. And what we have learned about PewDiePie from this guy is, oh, hold on a second, I think I have a call. Hello? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, I got a delivery. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right, that was a false alarm. That was a guy who was doing something. I don't know what he was doing. There was someone at my door though, and he was like, he was there, and he just walked into the building, and then that was that. Yeah. So yeah, I, no, I think it's someone who lives in the first floor or something. So just something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So back to what I was talking about. That guy who made that video. I think that that was like a really good job on his part because he really supported the Wall Street Journal with that, and he did a very good job of supporting them because that guy's a middle school teacher, right? And you remember your middle school days, right? You remember when you were a middle schooler, right? Yeah. Who's the coolest person that you know when you're in middle school? It's your teacher, right? Everybody loves their middle school teacher. That's the person they want to be like, right? And then like he's saying like if you retweet PewDiePie and you're being bad. And no one wants to be bad because, like especially like when you're in middle school, you're going through puberty and whatnot. Like everybody knows that girls hate the bad boys, so you don't want to be like that. So you want to be like the good person who listens to the teacher, and that's why this guy is the Yeah, this guy's the YouTube home run hero, and that's him right there. You know. Yeah. So I don't know why I have this note here. I don't really remember what it is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we need to have like um we have to talk. I forgot what we were talking about here, but yeah, I have a note here. It says gun soul. I think it had to do with like the soul of a gun, not like the ghost gunner, but rather like the soul that the gun has, that can go. Yeah, yeah, like the gun has like a soul, right? It's like the reason why. Yeah, it's the reason why it's dangerous to go to sleep when you're hungry. Because yeah, if you go to sleep when yeah, exactly. So yeah, so if you go to sleep while you're hungry, it's dangerous because your soul like will wake up from your body and come out because it's hungry and will go to your neighbor's house and start looking through the fridge to try to get food. And then your neighbor's soul wakes up in the middle of the night, sees your soul, and then shoots him with like the ghost soul, and then your soul dies and doesn't go back in your body, so you never wake up. And that's why it's dangerous. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So that's something that we need to look into, like a soul gun control, and that's something we have a brand new website, and I've sent the link to you before, and yeah. So well, the real gun has a soul, and that's the yeah, that's yeah. So like the Second Amendment has like a soul Second Amendment as well. It's like you know the yeah, 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 the sole Second Amendment. Yeah, it's the right for your soul to bear the soul of the gun that you bear. Yeah. So we're on episode 11 right now, and if you look at that title, it's titled "Love Speech." So everybody's getting banned from Patreon for hate speech because hate speech is bad. We hate speech. So I've created the perfect solution here, where you know how the parentheses is hate speech, right? Jordan Peterson says that if you put someone's name in parentheses, you're using hate speech against them. So what I've done was I've taken like the little curvy things of the parentheses and put them on the opposite sides of the person's name, which reverses the polarity, therefore turning it into anti-hate speech. And that way, oh hey, hang on a second. Hello, hello. Okay, I'll be right there. Thank you. Okay, so all right, I'll be right back. That's someone calling again. Hold on a second. Alright, so that was the real delivery guy. It was like the non-imposter. He had the wrong address before. That was what happened. So, yeah. You everybody, just go to patreon.com/businessboys, and then we're going to have the PDFs with the tutorials on how to use this. Eventually, I'd like to create like a Google Chrome extension or something that you could install in Google Chrome, and then you just upload a little text file with the list of all your best friends' names on it, so that it can automatically apply this love speech to your friends' names automatically whenever you see it when you're using Google Chrome, like if you're on Facebook or something like that. Like, how cool would that be? Yeah, so wait, there was a British spy spying on Bernie Sanders? Is it the same thing as like that Robert Steele guy who was like also a British spy that was like hired to spy on people? I think so. The guy with the Steele dossier. That's what eventually led to the Bible Black fan fiction with Donald Trump with the. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I think like it's gonna be like a new Olympic sport where it's like all the countries can send like their best agents to compete, and then we can have all of them like just like see who can score the highest. We can have like medals and stuff like that. That'd be very interesting. I'm eating a sandwich right now, so I have to mute my mic so it doesn't sound like I'm chewing into the microphone. Oh, did she find out that she was like also like what the other parts of her like genetic background is, or? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. What is very hype? Okay, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean we'll have like the country's first like part Native American president if she wins. Well, yeah, I mean because like that she doesn't have the advantage of being the descendant of an immigrant to try to sway the people who are pro legal immigration. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, so if you were to meld like Hillary Clinton and Obama, like that would be like, but she has a black penis like Obama. Oh, she doesn't have the names. All right. What if the Republicans decide to pull a fast one and get Kanye West to register as Republican and run him, and then like they no one would see that coming. Well, yeah, and then he also has other issues to deal with too. Other huh? Yeah, yeah. Um, do you think he's gonna do that like during the debates? Oh yeah, and then he can like put in like a like little like messages like when they had Fubu in the commercial, but then it was actually like just like a secret message for a brand that they didn't sell on that store. Well, yeah, I mean that's good. So, he's an interesting fellow. So he's got what it takes to be the meme guy. I think he probably has a lot more stamina if you were to compare like Elizabeth Warren and him. Like if they were like having to do a extended, protracted on stage talking contest, or if they had to do a 20-meter dash, he would probably win. So I think that this gives him significant advantages. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know really much about that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we got to start having medals. I mean, the Olympics they're not. It's not really even that profitable like a sport anymore. I mean, it's like it's costing countries lots of money, and they're not really recouping the costs from like all the advertisers that they're getting, right? But if they were to monetize the Yeah, if they were to monetize the presidential elections, that would be a great way to get the chip away at that national debt. It's up to businesses really to start implementing that, and I think that's a good thing. Like like each candidate can be run, and they're all backed by a super PAC, right? Like if you don't have a super PAC backing you, you basically have no contention. That's the current state of affairs, as I understand it, right? Except for him. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, you could argue that they tried to play the new game with the people like the Young Turks. They were having that whole midterm election meltdown. Dame Pesos made a very funny video about it, where he basically just cuts together them freaking out and stuff. Well, first he has like the beginning of like them being, huh? Well, why? What's wrong with Reddit? Why? What happened to Reddit? I mean, like they've already gotten. Um, okay. Yeah. What are they talking about? They're just for not clapping. Oh, I mean, okay, but I thought coal mines were bad. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the hmm Wait, what, what I'm confused with is like, why is it that like everybody's upset whenever presidents go on vacation, and then they I mean, at this point, I think that like all Trump has to do is just like say, "Oh, blah blah blah." He basically could just say the opposite of what he's going to do, because everybody will immediately say whatever he says is bad. So yeah, so he just says the opposite of what he wants to do, and then hmm. Now, if you guys are following Alex Chu, he's a very interesting YouTuber who puts up like ads for his he sponsors his own videos, I think, through his immortality ring ads that he cites at the beginning of every video. And then he was talking about how Donald Trump is going to invade North Korea, which is going to happen in 2020, and it's going to be the end of the United States. And then he, as the reincarnation of Adolf Hitler, with the backing of African Americans, will rise to power and restore the Nazi Party to existence and be the ruling faction of America after the fall with the war with North Korea. Yeah, because he said that like black people, like the African Americans in the United States right now are very pro Hitler, and that he is the reincarnation of a Nazi and might be the reincarnation of Hitler himself. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, from his YouTube channel. Alex Chu on YouTube. And it's really interesting too because they had an animation back in like the early 2000s of called "We Drink Ritalin," where they had the song "Hot Stepper" from that game DDR. And what they had was they had like the main characters in that animation were Alex Chu and Adolf Hitler. So like the memes have come full circle from like even before like memeing on the internet was a thing. Yeah, Alex Chu, the guy who sold the immortality rings. I actually emailed him trying to get him on our show. I haven't gotten a response yet, but hopefully he'll come on because I think that'll be a very interesting guest. He'll be a guest that can offer a lot of insight onto the future of America as well as the past of the internet. Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely hope that he responds and comes on the show because that would be great. That would be like the best episode moving forward, I think. Yeah, because I don't really, because I've run out of interesting guests that would actually respond to emails. Like I don't, he's like kind of like on the border of like whether or not he would actually respond. So I'm already reaching that point where we have to talk to like semi-legitimate YouTubers and what have you. I mean, every person that we've had on here, every person we've had on our show so far has been from like a basically bigger channel or website than us. So it's essentially been a good run for like yeah, except so far no one has really like bumped our show more than Munchie on the first episode that we actually have up on our channel. Munchie is already like semi big. He's like I mean like the other people. Oh yeah, yeah. Hmm. Why? What is she saying she's gonna do? She's gonna have like what? Wait, why does she want to invade Syria? That doesn't make much sense. I thought the liberals were anti-war. Yo, man, whatever happened to the oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, okay. So she's like a Hillary Obama with like a touch of John Kerry, just like a little bit. Yeah, it's like a touch of John Kerry, like a sprinkling of it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's almost like she was created in the laboratory. Like, do they have like a secret like underground lab where like they just create like these experimental politicians that they can use? So instead of Metal Gear Solid, instead of like instead of the super soldier project, they have like the super politician project, where it's a clone of the greatest politician who ever lived, and um. Oh, okay. Okay. So everybody, this here, all this stuff that we're talking about right now is completely disavowed from everything, and you can just ignore everything that we're saying from this point forward. All right. Oh. Well, as I understand it, his main strategy was to like find ways to get black people to like him a lot while screwing them over, like kind of like that character from Lost, like in general. For like in general, yeah. It's like oh, okay, so he inherited like an oligarchy or whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, okay. Okay. Uh huh. Oh, a turkey guy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're basically saying this is like your endorsement of this school, saying like you should enroll your kids into this school if you want them to be indoctrinated and successful. Mm. So it's like a maison sans frontières, where it's like masons without borders, basically. Like you can just like, you know, yeah. So like that's pretty cool. I like that idea. It's cool. Like well, I mean, as I understand it, it's like the Olympics in China, where like you basically are born and then put into like a camp where you basically train your whole life, which is why none of the Olympians from China look happy. Yeah. So yeah, so Alex Chu, his analysis of the situation in China for them disliking lawyers that represent human rights was because the FLG people were trying to curb the speech rights of the Chinese government and the Chinese people who wanted to criticize FLG. And he's saying that's the reason why they're really heavy-handed on these lawyers. his ma- his main conclusion was the main reason why Chinese government is anti lawyers for human rights was because the FLG people were like surrounding the presidential palace, trying to take away the speech rights of the Chinese government slash Chinese people who criticize FLG. Wait, so yeah, but the thing is like they were trying like. But I didn't picture communist China to be like some kind of bastion of free speech. Like it's a communist country. How are they pro free speech? Yeah, But like, just he was basically saying like they were trying to repress the speech of the Chinese government slash Chinese reporters. Yeah, but he was saying that they were trying to take away the Chinese government's rights for speech, which is kind of weird because they're talking about like this oppressive government that's being oppressed by like an outside force or something. Oh, okay. Uh, mhm. Hmm. Yeah. So Alex Chu has hmm my mic. Wait, what happened? There's only us in the general right now. What? Yeah, yeah. My mic. Oh, okay. My mic is on. I think it's OBS the capture. Ooh, yeah. My Oh, okay. So I just got to get to the OBS and up my thing here. Yeah, my mic is on max. Audio output capture. I lower that. Hello, hello, hello. Is it louder? I increase the audio input capture. Maybe I'll just max it out and see if that works. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah. So essentially, Wisdom Gun. That's the those are the folks who did the Radio Prozac podcast. A very very good podcast. It was like the inspiration for this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then they got shut down by multiple government agencies at the same time, like seven of them at once. Essentially, just like decided to like all team up and take him down because yeah. Yeah, that's like getting banned from Twitter. That gives you street cred. That gives you like that gives you like street cred. Like like whenever you go to like a bar now, you'll be like, oh hey, I got banned from Twitter, and like that used to be like the pickup line, but now it's like, oh yo, I used to have a show, but it got shut down by the government because I was I was talking too much about stuff that they didn't want to hear. So all right, I increased the mic capture. I don't know if that actually translated to an increase in the OBS working properly, but hopefully that does happen. Yeah, I see that filling up. Hmm. Yeah, you want to be like I'm not muting myself. Like I unmuted because I finished half of my sandwich already, so I don't need to. Okay, let me try taking a look at this right now. Hold on a second. Audio output capture is still all right. Why don't you talk so I can see the things light up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, you mean like you want to have like all healthcare to be like the VA, and that way we can. Oh, okay. Uh huh. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, what about people like Oklahoma Surgery Center who are going to refuse insurance and they only charge out of pocket fees? Like you have them, so if you have like a single payer system, because what actually happened with the Obamacare was that they got it so that the premiums were so high, or actually the deductible was so high that most people never actually hit it. So they decided that like people did the math. It's cheaper to just not have insurance and pay the fine, and people just did that and then paid out of pocket when they needed to because they would have to pay out of pocket anyway if they just had the cheapest plan. So, uh huh. Yeah, I mean, I heard that's how they do it in the UK. Like, they have like a universal healthcare system, and then like the way they do it is that if you have money, you'll just pay out of pocket and get a good doctor, and if you don't, then you'll just go to like an emergency room and like get like Tylenol, and and then I heard that like it works really well because everybody likes it. So that should probably be what we do. I mean, it will probably be sacrificing some of the innovations that the American healthcare industry does, but I think that overall that would probably be making people happier because like when one of Bernie's people that he criticized heavily was Martin Shkreli, right? Who raised the price of that Daraprim or whatever it was called, and then he said he said that in the UK in the UK, it only costs like 35 cents if you were to buy it. So then, why is it in the U.S. the insurance companies have to pay like $300 or whatever? It's like he's saying that it's like totally unfair, and that it doesn't matter how much it costs to develop the drug and how much you have to pay like the scientists and the contractors who build the building and the people who provide all the materials and all that. That stuff like does not factor into a cost of a medication. That's actually just a myth that big companies like to push out at people. Okay. Did I get muted? Hello, hello. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking and I was like, I guess my mic auto mutes or something. There was a key. There was a key that was pressed. I'm taking apart my keyboard right now to try to figure out like what key is stuck and why is it stuck. So, that's that. I had this piece of turkey fall into this, and then no, I had a piece of lettuce fall into my keyboard, so I had to take it apart. Yeah, because I was eating a turkey sandwich with lettuce. Uh, okay. I don't know if the wisdom gun guy can hear me or not. I think like maybe the shift key was stuck or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is the keyboard that came with the computer, so I may just have to buy another one, and that would not be good. Oh, okay. So it might be. Um, no, I'm running the OBS, so I can. Oh, okay. Actually, let me plug this in real quick. Can I click on OBS? It just opens up another copy. Why? Okay. Let's see here. We got. All right. Can you talk a bit? Are you talking? Okay, but nothing is lighting up on here for some reason. Why is it not? Yeah, audio output capture. Yeah, audio. Yeah, I got audio input and audio output. I've got both of them. Yeah. Um. I'll I'll remove. Why does it say 3 items? No, not 3 items. Okay. You know what? I think it's the keyboard. Hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. No, I can't go settings under advanced. No. Okay, this is. You know what? I think it did that thing where like if you have a key pressed for too long, it detects it as like auto input, and then it just does that, and it thinks that you got the key like held down for a long time. So yeah, that's that. Very strange. Maybe I got to restart the computer or something, but that would mean that the stream is over for now. All right, I'll go ahead and stop the stream. Good stream, yeah. Okay, so PewDiePie, maybe you win this round, but the Wall Street Journal, we're gonna come back and we're gonna support them because they're like as I said earlier in the episode. Yeah, that's what we gotta do.